Hi everyone, it's Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Antony.
And today it's May 13th. We're on pages 30 and 31 today. Our dialogue, taking a factory tour.
没错，今天我们到了商用英文的这个单元了。我们今天要介绍的主题呢是参访工厂，所以它的主题 title 是 Taking a Factory Tour. If you take a tour， 就是去走一圈、绕一圈、看一看、参观的感觉。
I was a tour guide in Niagara Falls in America and Canada, and I had a great time doing it. It's quite a fun job. I don't know how fun it'd be to give a regular company factory tour, but I will say if you ever have the chance to be a tour guide, I loved it.
老师之前呢在那个尼加拉瀑布 Niagara Falls 那边当过导游，在那个地方他介绍啊这个当地的景点，他觉得很好玩，他是不晓得说到底帮人家介绍工厂本身内部有多好玩，我们来看一看今天内容就知道咯。
All right, so before we begin with our dialogue, let's review our characters. We have Mr. Campbell. We see the M here. That means he's a man or a male. And then we have Louisa with an F. That means she's a female or a woman.
没错，所以我们先看一下今天两个主角啊，一个是 Mr. Campbell， 另外一个是 Louisa。你可以看到这个 M 的话指的是 Mr. Campbell， 他是男生 ，Louisa 的话是 F， 是女性的意思。
And as always with our dialogue, I really like to number the speaking lines we have. So we start with Louisa 1, Mr. Campbell 2, all the way down to number 11. And so we have a total of 11 speaking lines today.
没错，我们的话在开始之前，不妨可以把每一个人的每一句话呢都先标好了号，所以一共我们有11句话在这个单元里头。
And our subtitle today says, An investor, Mr. Campbell, meets with Louisa, a company representative.
好，还告诉我们这两个人的身份。好 ，an investor, Mr. Campbell， 他是属于投资的这一方。然后呢 ，meets with Louisa, a company representative， 就是公司的代表。这公司代表呢，要跟这个投资方呢，投资的这个客户呢，要去跟他们介绍一下工厂内部。这边特别注意一下 meet with。如果说你说 meet with someone， 通常指的是比较正式的那种会面跟晤谈。
There is a lot of extra formal English today. This is a great article for taking everyday English and making it a little bit more formal. I really recommend you bring your highlighters and your pencils because there's quite a bit of this that we'll need to write down. So meet with just means meet, but 比较正式一点。Let's go with line number 1. Louisa says, Good morning. Are you Mr. Campbell?
好，第一句话呢，这个 Louisa 就讲了 Good morning, are you Mr. Campbell？ 哎，请问您是 Campbell 先生吗？
That's right. Now look at his name. 不是 Campbell, 这个 P, it's draw an X there. And the E sounds more like a short I, Campbell.
Campbell.
Our line 2 says, Good morning. Yes, I'm here for a tour of the facility.
好，接下来呢，第二句话就讲 Good morning. Yes, I'm here for a tour of the facility. 那 Mr. Campbell 就自报身份，所以最开始的时候自我介绍，确定一下我的来意是什么，这很重要。
So we have the word facility, and our title today was taking a factory tour, and they both start with FAC, factory, facility.
Yeah， 你有注意到一件事情吗？在第二句话里面的这个字 facility 这个设施，跟我们之前强调的 factory tour 的 factory 开头都是 FAC factory facility 都有 FAC 呢。
Now, FAC means to do or to make in Latin. And actually, the word facility is very closely related to the Latin word for easy.
没错，所以在这里 FAC 它在拉丁文的意思就是去做或是制造的意思。那事实上在 facility 这个 FAC 这个字根的话，在拉丁文里面指的是容易。像在法文里面，我们讲说 something is facile 的意思就是指 easy 的意思。
That's right. And when we think, why does facility mean easy? Remember, facilities and factories have lots of special tools. If you try to do it at your home, or in your garage or at your school, it would be difficult. But at the facility, there are lots of tools to help make doing something very easy.Yeah,
所以你很好奇说为什么 facility 会跟 easy 有关系呢？原因是因为在这个地方里头呢，有各式各样的 special tools， 各式各样的特殊的器具。所以如果你一样东西在家里做或在自己的车库里做，可能做起来很困难，但一旦搬到这边来，有这些特殊的道具跟器具的时候，做起来就很容易，所以这时候 facility 它有这个让什么东西变得容易的这种方法，所以还有另外一个字 facilitate. If you facilitate the process, that means you make it easier and faster. 所以在这个字的话 facilitate 它有同样的那个字根在里头，所以你只要把后面的那个 ity 好，这个地方 facility 把后面那个 y 去掉变成 ate 就变成 facilitate to make something easier.What
a great word. Facilitate is an excellent verb. All right, line 3, we have 2 formal sentences here. Underline those. Mark them as formal. 比较正式一点. Louisa says, "It's a pleasure to meet you." Underline. My name is Louisa, and I'll be showing you around today.
Yeah, 好，后来这个 Louisa 就讲了 ，It's a pleasure to meet you. 不要忘记那个a pleasure 那个要记得。My name is Louisa， 自报姓名，对不对 ？And I'll be showing you around today. 今天是由我来带您参访整个这个 show somebody around， 就带他四处走走逛逛，参观一下。
That's right. It's a pleasure to meet you means it's nice to meet you. But this sounds nicer. This feels a little more formal. I'll be showing you around means I will be giving you the tour.Line 4, excellent, Mr. Campbell says. As you know, my company is looking to invest in some local enterprises. I'm eager to learn more about your operations here at Ivy Snacks.
好了，现在我们得到更多的资讯了。在第4句话里面呢，这个 Campbell 就讲了 excellent， 好，太棒了。As you know, my company is looking to 这个地方帮我特别画起来 is looking to is planning to do something 就打算要做什么事情。正如你所知道的，我的公司呢正打算要 invest in some local enterprises 我们要在地的一些企业呢做一点投资 invest in something 这个地方的 in 要把它画起来哦 invest 投资在什么事情上面我们会用 in 再接这个东西I'm eager to learn more about your operations here at Ivy Snacks. 我们想更了解一下你们在 Ivy Snack 这家公司里头的营运状况。Operations 指的是营运。
Now, I'm eager to means I'm excited to do something. And be careful of our word here, also there. We won't say at here or at there. I would write down at 的话 at and cross it out. We don't say at here, at there.
有了 here 的时候，它就不用再加 at， 所以你不妨在这个 operations 跟 here 上面写一个 at， 然后再把打个叉叉，你会记起来说，哦，这个地方有 here 就不用加 at 了。
What kind of snacks do you buy at Ivy Snacks? What do they make?
I don't know.
I was thinking chocolate bars. I was thinking more like kind of like Doritos.
Doritos 多利多滋，
很好吃很好吃
哇，太棒了，赶快来赞助我们吧。
I was thinking, what Ivy Snacks?
Yeah.
Our next line, Louisa says, that's good to hear. We've prepared for you to visit our lab area as well as our production floor.
OK， 所以这个地方我们看到说 That's good to hear， 听到你赞美我们的公司，然后想知道更多事情，当然很高兴啦，对不对 ？We've prepared for you， 我们已经帮您准备好 to visit our lab area。Lab area 就指我们这个实验室的这个区域。As well as 这边帮我把 as well as 圈起来，然后最后下面写一个 and， 好，就是有了这个实验区域之外，你还会准备什么呢 ？Our production floor， 我们在我们的生产的楼层，我们也会带您看一看。所以在这边的话，我们知道说要参观2个区域。
Why do we say as well as and not just and?Because we want to make this more formal. We want to make this sound better. We could say and, but this person really wants to make Mr. Campbell feel we're very serious and we are very prepared here at Ivy Snacks.
没错，所以在这里的话，用语上面会比较正式一点点 ，as well as 让人知道说，哦，我们很正式，做好了万全的准备，等您这次的光临。
Louisa continues in line 5 here. The tour will take about an hour in total. Is that acceptable?
好，他告诉你说，全部这样子逛一圈，看过一遍的话，大概要花多久时间呢 ？The tour will take about an hour in total. In total 就是全部，我们要看2个区域，2个区域加起来一共花1个小时。Is that acceptable？ 跟你的时程可以搭配吗？1个小时够吗
？And altogether is another good word for in total. all together. And the word acceptable just means okay, but again, we're being really formal. Is that okay? Sounds very friendly. But Louisa wants to sound like an adult here. Is that acceptable?Acceptable,
like a professional, right?
Real professional.
对，听起来就很专业的感觉。好，这样的话是可以接受的吗？他这样问。
Line 6 says, yes, I've got all morning, but I do expect to meet your CEO for lunch to discuss investment plans.
好，最后他就讲了，这个 Campbell 讲 ，Yes, I've got all morning. 好，一整个早上我都是有空的，我都空下来了。But I do expect to meet your CEO for lunch to discuss investment plans. 但是呢，我的确 I do expect 这个 do 指的是 really 的意思，这个地方它不是说 I do, I don't 那个 do， 而是 I really expect to meet your CEO for lunch to discuss investment plans。Investment plans 指的意思是投资计划，所以在这一段里面，你可以听到非常非常多表达期望的东西，其中包括像 My company is looking to do something， 或者是 I'm eager to do something， 或者在这边 I do expect to do something， 都是用来表达期望、意愿的重要好句。
And sure enough, looking to do something is line 4. And 那个下一个字是什么？Invest in. That's our verb. Here we have investment. That's our noun. So look at line 4, circle investment. Draw your little arrow, from invest in to investment in line 6.
没错，所以在这边的话，其实都会看到类似的这种方式，对不对？
And very quickly, I've got all morning. 不是现在完成式. It looks like the present perfect tense. It's not. It's the simple present tense. This have got 它没有过去分词，对不对？ This is actually just another way of saying I have.
I've got 口语上是平常常讲到的，好，对，所以其实就是 I have 的意思。
That's right. In fact, Mr. Campbell is being a little bit more casual. 比较口语 but Miss Louisa, because she is representing the company, is being more formal.
Yeah, 没错，所以在这里的话，他讲话比较随性。那 Mr. Campbell 的话比较是亲切的，比较友好的感觉。但是呢，今天 Louisa 因为她是代表公司，所以讲话会比较正式。
All right, let's take a quick break and we'll be back. We'll find out more about what Mr. Campbell plans to do. Hey, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We are talking about taking a factory tour, and we're on line 7 on pages 30 and 31 here. Louisa says, of course, we've made reservations at a wonderful restaurant in town and will provide transportation there once the tour is finished.
好，所以 Louisa 呢，在第7句话呢，她这边提到了 Of course, we've made reservations at the wonderful restaurant in town. 好，在这里不要忘记，我们刚刚在休息之前提到说，他们会这个 Mr. Campbell 希望能够在中午的时候，能够跟他们这个公司的 CEO 能够一起共进午餐，对不对？所以他就后来提到了 Louisa 讲，当然，我们呢已经订好了一个非常棒的餐厅，在城里头非常棒的餐厅。And we'll provide transportation there once the tour is finished. 而且交通接驳的部分我们也都安排好了。我们看完这个参访行程之后，我们直接安排好了坐车载您到这个餐厅去，一切都妥妥当当的。
Very fast story here. So we know when a CEO goes to a restaurant to eat, the CEO will pay, but the company will give him the money back. Was it 通便, right? So I have to pay taxes for the money I make in Taiwan to America. Americans have to do this. You pay tax in Taiwan and in America.
OK， 所以在这里的话，通常来讲，如果是 CEO 会这个用餐完之后会付账，然后公司再给他钱嘛，对不对？然后老师就提到说呢，通常在台湾他所赚的钱的话，他是要缴美国的税的。
That's right. And sometimes some schools will pay for your lunch, and they'll say each month we'll give you 1000块, 2000块, whatever, right? But you have to also talk about that to the tax office in America, right?
Yeah.
And when they looked at my taxes, they said, you have a big problem. And I said, well, why? And they say, because every month they give you 2000块通便 for lunch. And I was like, is that a lot of money? And they're like, $2,000. They're thinking like 2,000 American dollars. 我一个月我可以通便6万
OK
What would I buy?
OK， 所以在这边的话，很好玩的事情是，像老师的话，通常会有一些那种杂支费用，对不对？哈，如果说今天那个补习班啊，或者是公司给他2000块钱可以先花的，然后之后让他可以方便先花这些钱嘛，到之后再报账就好了。结果没想到到了美国这边去，他一看到说，哇，你每个月都还有2000，但他那个税务官是想到是2000美金，哇，你有6万块钱可以花，这个一定要扣，对，这很大的钱呢，就跟他找他麻烦。
Yeah, it was big trouble, and it took me about an hour to fix it, but it's okay. Okay, let's continue here. Sounds great. Shall we begin?
Yeah, sounds great. 很多时候其实应该是 it sounds great， 但是口语上面我会讲 sounds great。哦，听起来很棒哦。Shall we begin? 那我们就开始今天的行程吧。
Now, don't say, shall we start? That sounds a little weird here. When we say shall we want to say begin, not start.
哦，是哦，所以在这里的话特别注意一下这个 shall we begin， 我们要不要开始了呢？因为 begin 跟 start 感觉上面 begin 感觉听起来比较正式，所以 shall we 的话听起来跟这个 start 比较不搭，所以 shall we begin 听起来是比较对的感觉。
Right start here, cross that out. Our next sentence says in line 9, Louisa says, yes, come right this way. We'll start off with the presentation of the lab, but as it's a secure area, we'll need to wear some protective gear. You'll also have to leave any electronic devices outside of the lab.
好，所以这句话很长，对不对？哈，在这里我们一步一步来。他说 ，Yes, come right this way。好，这边请。We'll start off with the presentation of the lab。在这里先帮我把 start off。With something， 我们会以后面这个东西开始。首先呢，我们会从介绍这个各个 lab， 就是实验室开始。We'll start off with the presentation of the lab, but as it's a secure area， 这个 as 帮我圈起来哦。as 的意思是 because， 因为呢，这是一个这个安全区域，对不对？所以必须要做一些事情，还要告诉你说，进入这个工厂的这个实验室之前，必须要做的事情，哪些事呢 ？We'll need to wear some protective gear。Gear 这个字的话呢，要特别注意，它是一个不可数的名词，所以我们会讲 protective gear， 没有 s。好，它是讲我们要穿上一些防护装备，可能是防护衣啊等等。You also have to leave any electronic devices outside of the lab. 如果你有电子设备的话，也必须要留在实验室的外面，因为它电子的话可能会有一些那种干扰啊等等，会让你身处危险吧，所以你必须要留在 leave something outside， 就是把它留在外头。What is that? Electronic devices 就是电子设备的意思。
Now, Xiaoxin, start off with, we can't say begin off with. You just say begin with. So 不要加 off.
没错。
In line 10, Mr. Campbell says, no problem. Where can I leave my belongings?
Belongings 就是个人物品啦 ，personal belongings 就是个人所有物 ，your possessions。所以在这里的话，想说 no problem， 好，我决定照你话做。Where can I leave my belongings？ 就是我的这东西呢，个人物品要放在什么地方呢？所以前面那句话要 leave something outside，leave my belongings 就是把什么东西留在什么地方。
And Louisa says in line 11, you could put everything in a locker. They're right over here.
Oh, you can put everything in a locker. 就是这边我们帮您准备好的置物柜。好 ，they're right over here 啊，就在这里，你把东西放在这里就可以了。
All right, let's get ready for vocab review. All right, it's time for vocab review, and the first word is for me. Don't say 统编, you have to say 统编.
统编。统一编号，好，统一编号。
All right, the other words are for you. First one is a factory.
A factory 就是指工厂的意思。
Number 2 is a facility.
Facility 就是指设施设备的意思，通常也是可以是指大楼哦。
Number 3, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you， 很荣幸跟您在这边碰面。
To be eager to do something.
To be eager to do something 就是很渴望去做什么事情。
Our next phrase is be looking to do something.
Be looking to do something 就是有什么计划做什么事。
And we have two verb and a noun to invest in something or an investment.
Yeah, to invest in something 这个 invest 是动词。An investment 这个地方 investment 加上 invest 加上 ment 就变成了一个名词 an investment 一项投资。
And that is all the time we have for today. But we will be back with day 2 tomorrow on Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Antony.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Taking a factory tour. Dialogue A. An investor, Mr. Campbell, meets with Louisa, a company representative.
Good morning. Are you Mr. Campbell?
Good morning. Yes, I'm here for a tour of the facility.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Louisa, and I'll be showing you around today.
Excellent. As you know, my company is looking to invest in some local enterprises. I'm eager to learn more about your operations here at Ivy Snacks.
That's good to hear. We've prepared for you to visit our lab area as well as our production floor. The tour will take about an hour in total. Is that acceptable?
Yes, I've got all morning, but I do expect to meet your CEO for lunch to discuss investment plans.
Of course. We've made reservations at a wonderful restaurant in town and will provide transportation there once the tour is finished.
Sounds great. Shall we begin?
Yes, come right this way. We'll start off with the presentation of the lab, but as it's a secure area, we'll need to wear some protective gear. You'll also have to leave any electronic devices outside of the lab.
No problem. Where can I leave my belongings?
You can put everything in a locker. They're right over here.